Once you expose this freaky content, you gotta stay with it. Even when you see she goes on a podcast, she has to talk about sex because nobody wants to hear anything else. Why would we want to hear you talk about relationships? What relationships have you been in? Bitch, go bust that ass on OnlyFans.
Your day is going good, and in today's video we have the freaky influencer problem. This video is by Tommy NFG. So as we know, man, we talked about this plenty of times in other videos on our channel. Things are just getting too freaky. The ads, like the teachers, the people, everybody's the gym, everything. T-Rock.
Yeah, once you become too sexualized as an influencer, that's all people are gonna want to know you for. That's just like the Cooking with Kaya situation.
I wonder how life would have been if we never had from it, because the stuff that happens now online is stuff we would think would never happen on the internet.
Facts.
Like 5 years ago. And this past year and last year, there's been really gooners might be too nice of a word for them, actually. And that's Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue. These two women right here have single-handedly set back feminism like 100 years. Lily Phillips is an OnlyFans creator that started her account back in 2019. It's crazy to me how it's normal for you to now left. I remember when Bad Baby did it a couple years ago and everyone was so shocked over that. Now you'll see girls casually counting down their birthday on social media until they can open it. Like, she really opened her account at 19, didn't even wait to get out the teens. A lot of these girls don't realize how bad it could be for them. Yeah. She's lucky she didn't end up hating it and trying to delete her account. Because once you open that blue and white logo account, there is no
for sure.
Right.
You could hire the CIA and they probably wouldn't be able to scrub everything you put out. And you could tell she was someone growing up that was insecure, which may relate to her.
That's all they're gonna be known for.
She's admitted before on a podcast that she got lip filler at 17.
And what surgeries have you had? And how old were you when you started getting things done?
Oh my god, I actually got lip filler when I was 17.
How bad do your insecurities have to be to get work done at 17? Kylie Jenner has done LeBron James numbers of destroying women's confidence on the internet. As much as I blame her for getting it, you can't tell me this don't fall on the parents too. Because there's no way she gathered enough money at 17 from working at McDonald's or something to go to the doctor and get pristine lip fillers. Also, there's no way her parents didn't have to sign anything at that age for her to be able to do it. 17 is insane because potentially your body isn't even done with puberty. Okay. Lily Phillips mainly advertises herself a lot on podcasts and like TikTok, doing the most recent trends and whatever's popular to get attention. I always find it very concerning when they know damn well a lot of the people looking at these trends are under the age of 18. If they were to do it on Twitter, I would say that's fair game. Older people are on there and they know though intentionally doing these trends on TikTok is gonna lead to minor scenes. It's the exact same play the Bop House does. But to them, yeah, they could care less. It don't matter because it helps them stack up their bread. She's most known for going viral last year for sleeping and also the same day contracting a new type possible before this. If you've never watched the documentary, do yourself a favor and don't watch it. The whole stunt was done because she wanted to push her name out there. Her name did definitely get pushed more out there. I don't know if she was expecting positivity or something. No one in public is gonna look at this and start cheering and chanting for her success. I guess she did get some of the positivity she wanted. She got awarded best female creator in the porn show. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know there was a deal. And that it's
I didn't know that either. You just said it.
We as a society her whole message is very dangerous because whenever someone tries to press her for what she's dusting, she frames all of her actions in a feminist way. That imagine being one of the women marching in America like years ago trying to gain the right to vote. And this OF star equates her getting 100 men to blow at her back as the same suffering. And this is the exact opposite of feminism. If anything, she's taking away from it. She's promoting her body everywhere and saying you just gotta sign a form to smash her. And that's exactly what these misogynistic men would want. They look at women as objects. Her saying she's a feminist just takes away from the message of actual women out there who are fighting. And also, I can almost guarantee this. There's gonna be some little girl out there watching Lily Phillips talking like this, then grows up, ends up doing the same thing as her, and she's gonna say,
bro, the next generation
the least she can do is own it and say she's a thought or something. Because her saying she's a feminist is just gonna... And clearly she doesn't believe in her own message because in the video she started crying saying it was more intense than she thought it was gonna be.
It's not like just having to
Bro, I gotta protect my jits.
Like more intense than you thought.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't even know how I'm gonna stop the internet, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But from birth, I'm gonna have to make sure that there's child lock on my internet. So there was never any identity or idea that it even, you could have even got that out of there. Like, I'm gonna make sure that I get the best tutors. So it's not like she even goes to school and see that shit.
This is the thing, though. I would say the same thing, but this is the problem with that. Like we always say, you want what you can't have. And you keep blocking them from these things, they're going to want it more. Because they're going to be curious. Like, why does he not want me to see these things?
Oh, man.
I think, bro, you just gotta teach them. You feel me? Like, don't hide it from them, but teach them right from wrong. That's what my dad did with me.
Yeah.
He never hit me from drugs or none of this other shit. He just taught me the right from wrong.
When I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before. I was like, it was good. It was more. You'd have to stand on business and be like, you didn't give them a good time. And that.
The crying is way worse when you realize she's also crying. That's how you know her ass is freaked out. She was trying to make sure every woman was in bliss and satisfied, treating her coochie like an Amazon review comment section. The long-term effects of this aren't showing yet. She just started to become big this year. It may lead to the point where she'll need security she presents online. A person who's a fan of hers in public cannot be normal. And now her next big challenge she's planning on doing for virality.
This zombie sound bites is getting me, bro.
Now you can tune in.
When does it get to the point for her where doing this is not even worth it? After this, is she gonna do 3 days in a row? A week in a row? They gotta take this woman's brain in the future and study it for how the fuck she even ended up. We're done with Lily though. This next one. You get touched in your sleep vigorously. It is essential that you do not do this. There is never a frame I've seen of. She has one of the most soulless looks I've seen. Anybody who can look at Blue's face.
Alright, look away.
I did $1, bro.
Congrats if you survived. I personally couldn't do it. To get your $1, just hit up any of these accounts in my comment section that's bought and they'll happily survive. That's a joke.
All right, bet.
Bonnie Blue is
I need my 4 quarters, boy.
2023, which is very recently, and for her to be so known in time, every time you see her on social media, a couple of months ago, her and D-list washed up whole image star rapper Lil Mabu. We're in a fake relationship. Man, we got the battle of mid going on here. They gotta be competing for who does social media attention the most. Also, they both got banned from attending any NBA games ever again because on live TV, while the camera was panned on them, Bonnie decided to win. Let's just say, and after tying his shoe, she had to wipe off something on top. It was obviously fake and just I know Lil Mabu's gonna regret that in the future. He won't be able to see the GOAT play his last game. I would have wished that on my worst enemy. That's the biggest sin out of his whole career, even more than his music. She also faked getting arrested. Why is it when someone is falling off every time, they either start politically grifting, open and OnlyFans, or fake themselves getting arrested? Bonnie Blue's whole shtick is saying that word just causes a compulsion in my body. Usually the only people I saw in that barely legal wave was comments celebrating the team. Anytime you see a girl that's famous under the age of 18, as soon as she posted on Instagram, you see a bunch of weirdo losers in her comments. But Bonnie Blue may have outshined all of them. At this point, her whole obsession with people classified as mental illness.
She's here to
Listen to her
destroy
answer
the
on
next
this
generation.
hypothetical scenario if she
Take
had
your
a son and
soul
he
before
turned
you
18.
even start.
If you were to have children and you had a son,
She's
and
walking
he's had 18,
cesspool again.
how would you feel if he said something like you? Yeah, I'd love it. You'd love it. Yeah, obviously not me. I don't want to sleep with my actual son, but I would send him to whoever I'd put him in someone else. So you'd prefer him to than just like fall in love nicely with a nice girl and have sex that way? How unrealistic is that to say? Who falls in love at 18, gets married and has loses their virginity to the person to get married? Does not happen.
You could tell with that last statement that she definitely got money. She don't even believe you can find love anymore. Her ex-husband, and yes, she has an ex-husband, must have been the Joker or some like, what did bro do to her? And even if she believes that, it doesn't mean sending your son immediately to a street worker at night to do the deed. She does recruitment of 18-year-olds anywhere at any time. Just look at this clip.
My nephew's 18. He's still a child. I'll send him to me then. No, I'd absolutely never do that. Hopefully I'll find him in my queue one day.
That is wild.
Whoa. Yo.
That's wild.
You don't need no more proof that she's the devil.
What?
Hopefully I'll find, even as an old bag, she'll take your son's soul, bruh.
Gee. Try to say, oh, he 18?
That was the interviewer on
Welcome to the underworld.
Her obsession with guys barely legal also led to her being banned from Australia. She was trying to run an event which she doesn't, where she has people who just turned 18 free, then posted on OF. And parents got so mad out there that they made it. Because of that, her visa got canceled to enter. Shout out to Australia for standing on business.
Hell no.
Like every country should do the same thing. Where she really got put in the mainstream, she held an event to have with over 1,000 men, and her goal was to break the record previously held by someone who was none. First off, for any dude that went out to that event and did it, every future partner you have deserves to know you went there and did it. A ton of the guys at the event also said they had girlfriends or wives. You can't tell me they didn't come out with some. Bonnie Blue herself might be the disease. I don't care if everyone got tested and showed their results.
Someone in there is definitely lying about it.
She had to get 16 staff just to run the. She showed her face the next day saying this like she don't look like Lord Farquaad. And you won't believe when I say she's trying to do an act to top this one. Or maybe this.
Shawty remind me of a
She's
witch.
holding an event on June 15th, which as of the time I'm recording these,
She's taking souls to try to look
tie
young.
herself up
That's
in a
crazy.
glass box, be naked, and have the box open for the public. And in her words, she wants people to be able to do whatever they want.
Yo, this damn retarded.
I am going to be in a hideout, and it's going to
Oh my god.
get me in the box, but people can join.
This is straight up promoting grape culture, and you can't tell. This type of event would have to have more than just security. Her body could reach a point where it doesn't even recognize itself. She's gonna need to do what actors do and have an on-set doctor there. And she wants to do double the original event, so 2,000 men. For visual representation, this is what 2,000. I don't even know 2,000 people. How the do you casually find that many people to do it? I sadly think no one
Because
around
she's
her
famous.
tries to get her help.
It's
Her whole
disgusting.
family agrees with what she's doing. If you're a man and agree with your daughter doing this, the only way it could get this far for someone like her is if the case. I've had enough talking about these two though. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself rebaptized after research. The dudes that sub to their OnlyFans and participate in this, by the way, are just as bad. I'm waiting one day for hackers to hack to release every person's name. That would be a hell of a day on the internet. Anyways, make sure to follow me on Twitch and sub to my second channel. I'm trying to stream as much as summer.
Shout
Follow me
out
on
that boy
Twitter.
Tommy G. That was a good video, T-Raw.
Yeah, this just goes back to what I said in the beginning, bro. Once you expose this freaky content, you gotta stay with it. Even when you see she goes on the podcast, she has to talk about sex because nobody wants to hear anything else. Why would we want to hear you talk about relationships? What relationships have you been in? Bitch, go bust that ass on OnlyFans.
Y'all already know y'all made it to the end of another video, man. You love y'all, we grateful for y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Hit our Discord, link in the description. And we're gonna see y'all in the next one. We out.